Hey, Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. Happy Friday to everybody. I do this daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is the last day of the week. You got 5 days of me, right? So I do 4 days daily check-in. I do one day on air with Russell of Hotels. That live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. I do it every Tuesday. Okay, Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. That's when I do that, right? With the daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You know what? It's in the afternoon for the most part. Okay, I can't tell you a time because I guess it's when I have time to come on and do it. But the thing is, it's about consistency. So just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Don't get caught up on times and all this kind of stuff. Just do it. All the other stuff will work itself out. Hopefully, right? Well, at least that's what I'm going with. So anyway, let me make sure my comments are open. You can feel free to make comments. I definitely love engagement and saying hey, and well, you guys can say hey too, right? Like how you doing, whatever. What are you talking about today? I don't like what you're doing. I don't like your content. Whatever you want to say, it's fine. I got this thick skin, so don't worry. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. So feel free to to chime in just to say hey or whatever, and I'll put your comments on the screen in real time. Okay, so we just make sure I am live on the platforms I'm supposed to be, and my volume is turned down, so only you can hear me, and I can't hear myself because I don't like that feedback, right? So I'm like, what is that? Did I do something wrong? Can they hear me? That kind of stuff. So, but anyway, the hotel I am showcasing today is the AC Hotel downtown LA. AC Hotel is part of the Marriott brand of hotels, 31, 32 brands. I lose count because there's so many. Seems like every week they're adding another brand, but which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to throw no shade on Marriott because hey, I started my career with Marriott, so hey, I'm definitely not gonna throw any shade on them. But this is one of those dual properties. Okay, so it's an AC hotel and a Moxie in the same building. So the dual branded properties they popped up about 10 years ago. One building, one address, two different hotels inside the one building, right? So one side is like the AC, and the other side is the Moxie, right? In fact, you can tell if you're walking in a hallway, the carpet changes. So you'll know the carpet changes, the decor, the paintings, everything, depending on the type of hotel it is. The Moxie is kind of edgy, kind of dark and edgy at times, right? So you'll go from dark to like light and popular colors and all the vibrant and all that kind of stuff. It's just how it is, right? So Moxie is kind of edgy, like I said, and AC is more of a modern look or modern take on a hotel. So you can see some of the photos that I have. This is a bedroom overlooking, I guess that's the sink. It's outside of the bathroom, right? So kind of a partition, if you will, but definitely great views of, I guess, depending on how high you're up, right? But you can see, Convention Center and Staples Center, well, not Staples Center anymore. What is it called? Crypto Arena. You can see, just the sights of downtown LA, if you will. So it's one of those hotels you need to check out. If you're downtown LA, you need a place to stay. Why not check out the AC or the Moxie? And guess what? I got connections down there. So if you need assistance with hotel rooms downtown LA, specifically at the AC and Moxie, call me. I got a guy, right? So everybody should have a guy or a girl, right? Let me call my girl and work it out for you. Let me call my dude. My dude is down there. Okay, so yeah, my dude is there, right? Let me call him and we'll make it happen. So there you go. So I have a dude or a gal or a girl, whatever. I have somebody down there. So if you need any assistance with hotel accommodations downtown LA, specifically the AC and the Moxie, give me a call and I'll make it happen. Oh yeah, so this is like their I don't know what floor this is on. I can't remember what floor this is on, but this is the same floor as their registration area. I want to say I don't know, it's in the 20s. I don't know. I really don't even remember. I don't even remember. But this is like a sitting area overlooking, like I said, the downtown. You can see downtown and beyond. You can see even Hollywood Hills from there. Just great views, and then the lobby is there, and then I think there's a restaurant in back of this. So just a great hotel, and it's the newest hotel in downtown LA. Just in case you wanted to know, if you're keeping score, it's the newest hotel. So anyway, the blog I have a blog that I probably update, maybe not every day, but I would say three to four times a week, depending on what my topics are. Like today, I'm gonna talk about hotel rating systems. What the heck is that? Well, that's on my blog. So if you have questions about, well, everything in its entirety, I only hit bullet points when I do these lives because I don't want to take up all your time. And these lives are not meant to be that long, kind of quick hitting, 15 to 20, maybe 30 minutes, and I'm done, right? Well, if you want to go back and kind of read up on some of the stuff I'm talking about, you can go to the blog. RussellofHotels.com is my website. And then just go to the blog section, hit the button, and bing, it does that. No, it doesn't. You just hit the button, and you'll see. Just scroll down, and you'll see hotel rating systems or something like that, whatever the topic is. Like yesterday, I did a live. Just in case you missed it, it had to do with questionable or stupid things that guests do. Hotel guests they'll do, right? So you need to check that out because some people out there will be like, I've done that before. That's stupid. That's questionable. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But yeah, so I highlighted a couple things, maybe about 10 things that, from my own experiences, when you have conversations with people or you just, in the days of the, as your days progress in the hotel industry, you amass all these different experiences and different situations or whatever. So all these things that I talk about for the most part are from my experiences, right? Or, sometimes I have conversations with people and say, oh my God, you can't believe what happened today. This guest did this. This guest did that and set off the alarms, or guests were smoking in the bedroom, like in the guest room, like it's not, against policy to do that. We had to assess them a $300 fee and they had an attitude about it. Well, why would they have an attitude if you know that you can't smoke in a room? But guests do the darndest things, okay? And some of the things they do are questionable, and a lot of the things they do are stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there and say guests can do some stupid stuff. Okay, I can say that because I worked in the hotel industry before. I'm still there, right? I'm just not on property anymore, and I'm not in operations anymore. But any story that you tell me, I've heard of it. I've heard it probably 1,000 times. Okay, so there you go. But anyway, that was the situation on the blog. So if you want just more information about some of the topics, everything's a quick and easy read. And of course, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Reach out and touch, and we can discuss it. So the topic for today: hotel rating systems. Now, how did this come about? I always see these things saying, "Oh, this is a 5-star hotel, this and that," and they're just they're average hotels, or they're I'll get into it. And yeah, they're just average hotels, right? But they're 5-star and all this and that. I'm like, where did this star rating system come from? Because when I was on property, and it wasn't that long ago, several years ago, it's all about diamonds and who is rating the hotels, right? So I'm going to go into that and kind of I guess set the record straight for people that don't really know. And there's a lot of hotel people that don't even know the rating systems. When the during the advent of OTAs, third parties like Expedia, Hotels.com, they have their own system, right? And they came up with a star system like TripAdvisor, and then all these OTAs came up with their own star system. But what does that really mean? These are guests that are giving their opinion on certain things. So it doesn't matter what kind of hotel it is, they're giving whatever their take on certain things. If the service was good, or maybe it had nothing to do with the service, maybe the check-in or food or whatever. So it could be a wide range of things, right? There's not anything specific. So they'll lump everything together unless you go through and look at all the comments, right? So they just lump everything together and then they come up with the star system. So when I kind of started questioning things when I see that a Courtyard Marriott, Courtyard is a great brand. I love Courtyards, right? It's a 5-star hotel. How is a Courtyard a 5-star hotel? Well, it's based on their own system, right? So we get caught up in the star system, and that's not the true measure of a hotel. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what the true measures are. So I'm gonna get into that, right? So someone's out there like saying, "What? Oh no, he's way off. He's way off on this thing." No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. And I've mentioned this before, but it's just interesting how we take this stuff as gospel, and we just oh, it's a 5-star hotel. I'm gonna stay there. And then when they stay there, like this hotel goes crap. Oh my God, this and that, whatever, whatever. But anyway, there's two rating systems, right? Forbes Travel Guide since 1958. Okay, so I'm gonna read this, and then AAA, you see Diamond Ratings 1977. Okay, so I'm used to the AAA Diamond rate. I always correct people when they say, "Oh, it's a 4-star hotel." I said, "You mean a 4 Diamond hotel? What are you saying? Where are you getting this information from?" Because I don't have a problem with questioning people, especially people that don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so anyway, I see Miss Cheryl Rogers, what's going on? All about the experiences. Let me put your comment up there. Cheryl Rogers is over there laughing. Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Rogers, for the laughter. I do appreciate that. But yeah, so let me get into this real quick. So, but before I get on, I just want you to take note. Forbes Travel Guide since 1958, AAA Diamond rating since 1977. Okay, so that all supersedes this, OTAs and what they came up with this imaginary, star system rating. Okay, that it's based on what the guest says. Okay, so anyway, okay, let me get into this. Forbes Travel Guide and AAA Diamond ratings are widely regarded as two of the most trusted and respected hotel rating systems, especially in the U.S. And here's why. So we're only going to talk about stuff in the U.S. Okay, so there's some things that go over on I can't even speak. I'm excited about this. There's some things that go on overseas in Europe or whatever. They have their own systems. Okay, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the systems here in the U.S. Okay, maybe at another day I'll talk about the international stuff, but right now we're talking about the U.S. rating systems. So anyway, let me start with Forbes Travel Guide. History and reputation. Established in 1958, Forbes Travel Guide, formerly Mobile Travel Guide. Remember, Mobile used to get the Mobile stars. Okay, remember that? It's synonymous with luxury and excellence. Its 5-star ratings are highly coveted by hotels around the world and serve as a benchmark for the highest level of service and quality. Rigorous inspection process. Forbes uses anonymous professional inspectors who evaluate hotels against the hundreds of stringent criteria, ensuring a comprehensive assessment of service, amenities, and overall guest experience. Luxury focus. This is very important. Forbes Travel Guide is particularly trusted by luxury travelers who seek out the best of the best in hospitality. Okay, so Forbes, which has been around since 1958, they use the star system. They started the star system. Okay, so if this being okay, so when you see these 5-star hotels, they're not ranked by, more likely they're not ranked by Forbes. Okay, it'll say Forbes Travel Guide 5-star hotel. Okay, now you'll see some of these 5-star hotels. Hey, Craig, how are you, sir? Aloha. But they're run of the mill hotels, right? And we take that as gospel. Like I said, it's not, anonymous people are not doing this. Anonymous professionals. These are ratings from the OTAs, like I said, Expedia, hotels.com. People that utilize those hotels, they'll get them. They'll get, when they check out, they'll get the what do you call them? The evaluations, and they'll go through and then click the evaluations, and based on that, they give them star ratings, right? But they're not star ratings like Forbes. Forbes, if I just read it, Forbes only does what? Luxury hotels. Okay. So if it's a luxury hotel, yeah, look for the Forbes Travel Guide rating. Okay. Since 1958, I might add. So there you go. Okay. So the next thing is AAA Diamond ratings. Long-standing trust. AAA has been providing hotel ratings for over 80 years, with its Diamond rating introduced in 1977. It's a go-to source for many North American travelers. Okay, so you can go to AAA and they'll give you all the information, right? You go to, AAA, and they'll say, they'll rate all the hotels. I mean, if it's not a star, I mean a diamond to 5 diamonds. Okay, but there's different criteria for each hotel. Okay, it's not just like everything is we're lumping all the hotels, we're just throwing them all in the barrel and we're gonna rank them accordingly. No, if it's a economy hotel, it can only be what, no star or 1 star or maybe a 2 star. I mean, it'll tell you that. Most hotels I'll tell you right now in the U.S. are probably three diamond hotels. Okay, so I've said star. I'm getting it confused myself, right? But most hotels are 3 diamond hotels. You'll get the 4 and 5 diamond. Those are exceptions. You get some 2 as well as some 1s. Okay, but those will be the economy branded hotels, right? I mean, they separate it. Okay, let me just make sure what Craig is saying. So see, this is how it works. So you make comments, you get your comments on the screen, and I read them. So Craig says, "Aloha, Russell. Hey, Craig, how are you?" Craig is with California Lodging Investment Conference. Click Conference. Go clickconference.com. It's coming up in March. I'm going to say March 5th and 6th of 2025. So make sure you go check it out and make sure you're there. I'll be there. That'll be my third one. I used and I had many beers rating. The old AAA, yeah, they still use it. They still use it. The old AAA guide is still in use. It's still in use. They still go to hotels. They still rank hotels. And I know this for a fact because I've been through some of these, evaluations when they come in, when someone from AAA comes in and basically, I don't want to say tears you a new one, but they have, I mean, it must be like 20 pages of what they go through, from thread count to the size of your TV to, what access do they have to like internet or TV channels or whatever the heck it is, what type of cable you have, or if you have cable at all. Things have changed. What kind of beds? I mean, doubles versus queens. I mean, they take everything. Are they wood floors or are they still carpeted? Those things, they take that into account before they give you a rating. They do. I mean, I've seen it. And it ain't very pretty sometimes. I had the guides in my trunk. Now digital, yeah, but they still do the rating. Yeah, definitely now digital. But yeah, I remember the books or the guides as well. So where was I? So, okay, AAA has been providing hotel ratings for over 80 years with its diamond rating system introduced in 77. It's a go-to source for many North American travelers. Broad coverage. Unlike Forbes, which focuses primarily on luxury hotels, okay, AAA rates a wide range of accommodations from budget to luxury, making it accessible and useful for a broader audience. Professional inspectors. AAA ratings are based on inspections by trained professionals who assess hotels on a range of criteria, including cleanliness, comfort, service, and amenities. I mentioned that, see? Widespread use. AAA's ratings are particularly popular among families, road trippers. You're on that road trip, right? You look at the guide or look at it online. I'm going to stop here, I'm going to stop there. I've done that before, going cross country. I want to stay in this hotel, that's the, whatever. And general travelers who trust its consistent standards. Why are they trusted? Consistency. Both Forbes and AAA have established rigorous, consistent standards over decades, which builds trust among travelers. Professional inspections. Unlike some rating systems, can I say that again? Unlike some rating systems that rely on user reviews, Forbes and AAA employ professional inspectors who follow strict guidelines, ensuring objectivity and reliability. Okay, should I say that again? Unlike some rating systems, for example, the OTAs, okay, unlike some rating systems that rely on user reviews, Forbes and AAA employ professional inspectors who follow strict guidelines, ensuring objectivity and reliability. Global and regional influence. Forbes is globally recognized, particularly in the luxury segment, while AAA is especially influential in North America, covering a broader range of hotels. Conclusion. This is it. Okay, just I want to make sure you understand this. For travelers seeking reliability or reliable, well-established ratings, Forbes Travel Guide and AAA Diamond ratings are among the most trusted sources. Forbes excels in the luxury market while AAA provides dependable ratings across a wider spectrum of accommodations. Both systems offer a level of assurance that many travelers value when choosing their accommodations. Boom. There you go. In the story. So when you see these, 5 stars and it's a Courtyard, okay, that's someone else's rating system. That's not a Forbes, and it's darn sure not a AAA because AAA does diamonds and not stars. Okay, so there you go. There you go. I'm done with that. Okay, but I just want to make sure you guys know that because I get all this stuff. Remember the Magic Fingers bed? Is that what it was called? The Magic Fingers bed? Yes, 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 yes. And then also he says the brands take Forbes and AAA very exactly, definitely, definitely. So yeah, so when you see those, question some of those things or do your research. Don't just take it as gospel because I know people. I have a neighbor here, and that she goes, "Yeah, I stayed at the. We're gonna stay at the. They're going somewhere, traveling somewhere. We're gonna stay at the Courtyard, which, like I said, I love Courtyard. Don't get me wrong. It's a 5-star hotel. I said, what does that mean? Well, it's one of the best. It's one of the best hotels. I said, compared to what? To all the hotels in that area. Like, no. So I said, no, let me explain to you. So I had to explain to her what the rating system was and all that. She goes, oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm like, well, yeah. So those are people that are making, are basically rating the hotels. They're rating their whatever their experience is, but has nothing to do with Forbes or AAA. So if you want to take someone else's word for it, then that's fine. But I would kind of dive into it and see a little more, do a little bit more research as far as, whatever, before I make my decisions. But hey, you guys do what you do. But I just want to let you know that there are 2 systems that are reputable: Forbes Travel Guide and AAA Diamond rating. Okay, so there you go. There you go. And Craig says, "Oh, do lenders when you refi?" So, oh yeah, okay. See, Craig, Craig always adds some stuff to me to the conversation or to the topic. So yeah, so lenders when you're refining the loan for if you own a hotel, they look for those different things. They're looking, if you're Forbes, whatever, 4-star or 5-star or whatever your AAA diamond rating is. They do look at that stuff, right? So very good, Craig. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, enough of that. We'll move on. Like I said, these things don't have to be that long. I kind of make them long because, I love engagement and true to form, I'm getting some engagement and I'm going to stop what I'm doing and talk about it. But anyway, just remember On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. You know it. They are. Comes on every Tuesday. So I'm back to the regular schedule, 1 o'clock. So Tuesday at 1 p.m. PST, I will be here, right? So live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, and now live on Facebook. So in fact, let me just mention this. If you received a Facebook notification from me, another friend request, that is me. That is not an imposter. No, I have not been cloned. No, it's not AI asking for information. No, that actually is me. I had to start another Facebook account because my other one, it didn't get compromised, but I forgot the password, right? And I'm trying to request another password. You know how you do the dual authenticity, through your phone or whatever. So it's supposed to, if you want to request or change your password, it'll send you a code to your phone, and then you type. Well, I never get the code for some reason. It doesn't work. It's not working. So it's been going on for months. So I said, instead of me, as I said, I can see how this is going to end. They're going to cancel this thing. They're going to suspend me for something. So I said, let me just start another one. Let me just start another Facebook account and call it a day. And so that's what I did. So if you do get another, a friend request from me, it is legit. It is me. Okay, it is me. Because I say stuff. Yes. No, I appreciate the stuff you say. Definitely, definitely. So anyway, so just make sure on air with Russell of Hotels. Check me out. That'll be show number 266. Yeah. And now I'm on Podbean, podbean.com. So you want if you want just the audio version, the traditional podcast, go to Podbean and check me out. Or you can go to russellofhotels.com. I upload the audio portion as well. So you can take me on the go. If you don't want to see me, all that stuff, you don't want to, you're like, you know what? I'm cool with Russell. I don't need to see him. I just want to hear him. That's fine too. You got two choices to do that. You can go to my website under podcast, just go russellofhotels.com, click on the podcast area, and then you'll see the number. Like the last show was, 265. So if you want to hear 265, just hit the button, bing, and then it start. You'll hear me. Or you can just go to LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, and I'm there as well. So you got 5 days a week with me. Did I tell you that? And this is the rooftop at the AC Hotel. Just a nice place, just a beautiful place. And on the 8th floor, it's called, what is it called? Level 8. Well, level 8. That's where all the restaurants are. Restaurants, bars, different themed restaurants. I want to say there's like, I don't know, 10 restaurants and several bars up there. So go there and you can, a wide range of different cuisines. I think Italian, they have Asian, they have Mexican, they have all kind of stuff up there, and a couple bars up there too. So, and I think it's on the same level as the pool. So check it out if you're ever at the AC Hotel or the Moxie Hotel downtown. Check it out. Any questions at all? Feel free to reach out to me. You can email me russell@russellofhotels.com, or you can go to my website, like I said, russellofhotels.com. My phone number's there. However you want to get a hold of me, hey, I'm accessible, okay? And I don't have a problem with giving my number. I'm just not going to give it to you here. I want you to do a little work. Go to my website and find it. But yeah, I don't have a problem with people calling me. People call me all the time with their questions. I'm like, man, really? You got to call me for that? No, I'm joking. But no, I welcome the phone calls. I welcome any kind of communication because people want to know things. They want, I'm a resource, right? So I can't say I'm a resource and then not answer your phone calls or not, respond to your emails or whatever, your DMs or whatever. So I'm on every social media platform, so feel free to reach out and touch. You have a great weekend too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Craig. Thank you for coming on. I love your comments. I love putting your comments on the screen. So have a great weekend, my friend, as well. Be safe and do something fun. Do something fun. And I think that was it. Oh, I did just have a quick shout out to Mr. Ernesto Alonso. Now, Mr. Ernesto is I think he's a senior sales manager at the Sheraton Universal Hotel. Okay. Now, I used to work with him. Okay. We used to work together. You remember, I used to be the director of sales and marketing there some years ago, right? Back in, was it 18 to 19 or whatever? It was, yeah, a couple of years. That was my last property. Okay. That was my last property. And thank God is my last one. But anyway, he was working there when I was there. I mean, just a great guy, go-getter, wants to learn. I mean, that's a good thing, right? So he posted something today, and I thought this was the greatest thing. Now, he's done this before, but I tell him, I said, I need you to be a little bit more consistent, okay? So I'm going to tell everyone this. They need to be a little bit more consistent. So he's a sales manager, a senior sales manager, right? So he's going to a convention or trade show, a networking event, right? In another, I think it's in Cleveland. And I don't remember the name of the event he's going to, but that doesn't matter, right? What matters is that he posted a video, of him talking in front of the Hollywood sign, right? So he's in Southern California. The Sheraton Universal is not too far from the Hollywood sign, right? So he took it upon himself to post up at the Hollywood, below the Hollywood sign, so you can see it in the background. And he's talking about, hey, I'm Ernesto Alonso, senior sales manager at the Sheraton Universal. I'm here in Hollywood, right below the Hollywood sign. Hey, I'm going to be at this conference at booth number 1,000. Please come by and see me. I mean, that was the darndest thing. I was like, what? That's what I'm talking about, right? So you announce to the world that you're going, and this is where I'm going to be. This is what I represent. You got the Hollywood sign in the back, right? He's talking about his hotel, his brand. His brand is being shown. That's him. I mean, I thought that was the coolest thing. So he called me and told me he was going to do this, right? And he asked me what I thought about it. I said, dude, you should do more of that stuff, right? So I said that to say this. I mean, I wanted to congratulate him on doing that. Um, but I was going to say I wish more people would do that because you have opportunities to reach people that you can't reach, at networking events. You, and I always mention this. I said you can be present, you can have a presence without being present. Okay, Ernesto was not near these people at this point, right? But he had a presence on social media. He did it on LinkedIn. So he still has a presence, although he's not present at, this conference yet. He will be. He's announcing that he's going to be there, right? So the people that see it, like, oh my God, what are they going to talk about when they go and see him? They say, I saw you on LinkedIn. That's what you want, right? Always remember this, salespeople, be synonymous with your brand. Okay, so whatever brand you represent, try to be synonymous with it. I guarantee you, people know Ernesto for being, representing the Sheraton Universal. And when they think about the Sheraton Universal, who the heck they think about? They think about Ernesto because they see him on social media. My only thing is be consistent. Do more of it. Don't just do it one time and think people are gonna know who you are. I do this. I do a show 5 days a week. If it's not the daily check-in with like this or on air with Russell of Hotels, which is only on Tuesdays, right? I do 5 days a week. And everyone still doesn't know who I am. There's some people that do, but they don't know who I am. So it's not about the people who know who I am. It's about the people who don't know who I am. So the same thing, my advice to you, Ernesto, and anyone else that's doing this, be consistent with it. Do it more because people appreciate it. And that is like, and it's not rehearsed. It's not like, how they, what do they call it when you, what do you call it when, gosh, I can't think of the word now. What is it called when you do photographs and they touch it up and all that kind of stuff and it's, it's perfect and all that. No, he did a great job. They don't need to fix it up or anything of that. It's about the rawness, right? And that's what people like. People like spontaneous stuff. Um, so just continue to do stuff like that, and just remember this, right? Your competition not doing that, so you have that over your competition. Because I guarantee you, the people at the competitive set hotels are not doing what he's doing. So who's winning? Who's winning the battle? The Sheraton and Ernesto. So there you go. So once again, my hats off to you, Ernesto. I appreciate you doing what you do. Continue to do it. Like I said, he does a great job with his job. He does association, I believe. He does a great job. Very personable. All about networking, and like I said, he's all about having a presence without being present. Okay. And if you don't know what that means, you need some more explanation, call me or reach out to me. But Ernesto is on his way to be synonymous with his brand. Okay. In some respects, he may already be, right? But that should always be the goal for salespeople. When you think about Ernesto, I'm thinking about the Sheraton. When I think about the Sheraton, I'm thinking about Ernesto because I see him talking about his hotel, the area that he's in, meaning the destination. He's near Hollywood. Because everybody knows Hollywood. So he's basically leveraging the brands. Okay, so you remember him. He's leveraging, what is he leveraging? He's leveraging Hollywood. Okay, everybody knows Hollywood. 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 He's leveraging that. He's leveraging the Sheraton. I need to be there. I need to go to Hollywood. You know what? Let's do this together next time. Anyway, that is it. Thank you guys so much. I know that was a little winded and I'm a little over 30 minutes, but that's okay, right? Because if it's good stuff, at least I think it's good stuff. Anyway, if it's not, that's fine. On Monday, I'll come back and do some other stuff. But no, thank you to Craig. I appreciate you coming on with your comments. Thank you to Miss Cheryl Rogers. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a great weekend as well. And as always,